Now for show 98, this is going to be interesting, and I hope that you remember when I did the half headstand and I was trying to explain how you get ready for it. You make a tripod. If you missed that show and you're just now coming into this, there are a couple of things. We're going to go into a headstand, the headstand, not the shoulder stand, but the headstand. Make sure you have a clear area. You don't want a coffee table or something that should you lose your balance, you're going to fall over on it. It is far, far better to have somebody else in the room with you. And the most ideal of all would be to go into a corner and have, when you get ready, just be about 4 inches away from that corner, so that as you work your way into it, if you fall backwards, you'll fall into the wall and you won't get hurt. That is ideal, all right? For inverted postures, if you have high blood pressure, a detached retina, if you have sinus infection, if you have a cold, you have anything in the upper portion of your body, this is not the time to go into an inverted pose because it exacerbates every symptom that you have. High blood pressure, avoid all inverted poses forever and ever and ever. Even if it's being taken care of by medication, you have no idea of how those arteries are holding up, so you don't want to take any chances. All right, now for the actual practice. You come down to make your tripod, and in order to do your tripod, you have to have the correct distance apart. So your own body will be your determining factor. If you hold on to your upper arms and then don't move your elbows, interlace your fingers, and you might want to take off, if you have any rings, you may want to take them off because they'll pinch your fingers and it's distracting at best. Interlace your fingers very, very firmly. Don't move your elbows out because you want your tripod to be equally balanced. You want the same distance for all 3 points that will absorb the pressure. When you put your head on the floor, you go right behind the hairline. You don't go on the forehead. You do not go on the crown of the head. You go right behind the hairline. You put your head on the floor. You don't put it in your hands. You put it on the floor and then squeeze your head with your hands. Come up on your tiptoes, squeeze your head, walk your toes toward your face. Now you might just want to watch this for a minute and then I'll do it again. And then try to bring your feet up, okay? Bring your feet up, straighten up your spine, slowly glide your legs up, and slowly try to get straight. Breathe softly. Bend your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Try not to crash. Slowly lower your toes to the floor. Come down onto your knees. It's imperative that you go into the pose of the child to stabilize your blood pressure. So just sit on your heels, rest your chest on your thighs, put your forehead on the back of your hands. Okay? That is known as the king of yoga poses. Now, let's try it again. Be sure to go gently. If you fall over, make sure you've got a clear area. Hold on to your upper arms, establishing the correct distance of your arms. Interlace your fingers. Put your head on the floor, just behind your hairline. No kicking, all right? No kicking. Come up on your tiptoes. Squeeze your head with your hands. Walk your toes toward your face. Bend your knees. Slowly straighten your spine. Glide your legs up. Slowly straighten out. Breathe softly. Bend your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Ease down. Onto your knees. Go into the pose of the child. And then come back up. Get your ring if you took one off. That is amazing too. In just a matter of a minute or two, chances are you'll find your sinuses are going to really clear up. It's wonderful. Again, this is known as the king of the yoga poses. You can't imagine, or maybe you can, how many muscles are working all throughout your body, your torso, every part to get you up there. So that's good, and that's a strength developing posture as well. Now, come on down onto your back. We're going to be working your abs a little bit. Have your knees bent, and you want your shins horizontal to the floor. Put your hands on one knee. In this case, let's put your hands on your right knee shin area. Extend your left leg straight up. Now tighten up your stomach. Push the heel toward the ceiling. Slowly lower your leg. Keep your lower back flat on the floor. Bend your knee. Change. Keep your shins horizontal. Legs straight up. Tighten up your stomach. Lower your leg. Bend your knee. Shin back up again. Shins horizontal. Onto the right. Left leg up. Stomach tight. Pelvic tilt. Lower slowly. Bend. And again, feel that. You start to feel that in your quads. Legs straight up. Stomach tight. Lower your leg. Bend your knee. Up. Legs straight up. Slowly lower. Bend. And up. One more time. Legs straight up. Stomach very, very tight. Ease down. Push the heel away from your body. Bend your knee. And up. Hold on to both knees. Tighten up your stomach. Squeeze. Lift your waist off the floor. This is really good for your back, and do it frequently, please. Frequently. Stretching that low back. Push your knees away. Pick up your head and shoulders. Stretch forward. And put the soles of your feet together and lift and tilt. Lift and tilt. Fold forward. Stretch. Stretch. And coming back up again. Now, let's sit cross-legged. We want to take care of these love handles, okay? The little pudgies that we have back there. Bring your arms overhead and hold on to your elbows. Lengthen your torso, way, way up, and then go slowly to the right, slowly to the right. Just that far. Now hold. And breathe softly. Put your mind to the left side of your body. Make sure that you are feeling as deep a stretch as you can get without forcing, without bouncing. Feel that right in that area there. Coming up and going over to the left, slowly stretching over to the left. Breathe softly. You know, people frequently ask me how it is that, fortunately, I don't really have a whole lot of love handles and things like that. I really do watch what I eat, and I really do exercise a lot. But one thing that I learned many years ago, when I would be tempted to eat something that I knew I ought not to, that was fattening or, you know, just greasy or delicious but not good. When you're tempted to do that, reach over to whatever area you have a little extra bulge that you don't want. Squeeze it lovingly and say, I'm going to make more of you. That is a major deterrent. It works for me. It really does. So every time you got that moment of choice between, you know, it's a moment on the lips and an inch on the hips. So just keep that in mind. Reach over, squeeze that little area and say, you're going to make more of it. And that will give you a whole new perspective on that. All right, let's finish up one more time with that headstand, because I'm sure that that's something that's kind of got you a little concerned. It is included in our videos, so just contact us and we'll be able to give you exactly which video or videos, plural, you can find that in. Important is your tripod. That is your base. Hold your arms, interlace your fingers. If you move your elbows out, you are not going to have a secure base. That's the most important thing I can tell you. You need to hold, make the correct distance from your elbows, and that is the length of your forearms. Interlace your fingers. Don't move the elbows. Put your head on the floor just behind the hairline, not on the forehead, not on the crown of the head. We're not even going to worry about going into the full head sound. Let's go back to the very basics, because I'm sure some of your interests are really piqued on this thing. So you come down, squeeze your head, come up on your tiptoes, walk your toes toward your face. Don't bend your knees. You want to get more and more weight on your arms. Bounce now. Bounce a little bit. Try to get to where you can bounce and keep your feet up. Okay? Walk back down. Rest for a moment. And remember, never go upside down with high blood pressure. Stabilize your blood pressure. Come back up. Check it out again. Up on your tiptoes, head down. Walk toward your face. Bounce. See if you can bring your knees into your chest. That's all. Down, up. Down, up. Then try to straighten. Bend the knees into the chest. Down and back down again. That is the most important way to do it. Now stabilize your blood pressure once again. When you practice doing this, and I really recommend that you do, it's an exhilarating posture in my mind. But the most important is for you to feel really secure in it. No other way than to know that you've got your base right. You've got the strength in your arms. You take your time. Go up. Don't try to go all the way up. Go up against the wall so that you feel that you're in the corner. The wall will catch you on either side, and it'll come to you. I promise. Thanks so much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
To purchase a copy of Priscilla's Yoga Stretches Workbook, Program 012012, please call 1-800-553-7752 or write to the address on your screen.